Hey there, welcome to Monday. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. Today we're going to be talking about something called equivalent ratios. The awesome part about this is you've pretty much already done it when we did equivalent fractions. I'm just going to be showing you a new way to prove that two ratios are equivalent. So first of all, if you have two equal ratios, so two possibly written as fractions. Generally, I like to write them as fractions. We call that a proportion. Okay. And all these notes, they're right below this video for you. So proportion says that two ratios are equal. That's all. So, Noli, please go lay down, honey. You're really hot. There's no air conditioning. Again, no air conditioning. And your breath is hot, and I love you, okay? Sorry about that, guys. So the way that we test if two ratios form a proportion, granted, you can look at it and find the greatest common factor. I'm gonna show you a new way, and it's called cross products. And it is, say I have just a regular fraction. I don't care what the numbers are. A cross product multiplies the numerator of one by the denominator of the other, and vice versa. If those two numbers come out to be equal, then these fractions are equal, meaning it forms a proportion. So let's look at one, because if you're like me, you're probably like, I don't want to know about letters. I want to know what it actually looks like, right? So say we have this one. Say we have 2/3 and 4/6. You might see an and here, you might see a comma. Fell over. Okay, so here's what we do. We take and multiply these two. Wow, you can't see that red. Let's try this one. That's better. So we multiply these two. 2 times 6. 2 times 6 is 12. Okay? Then we do these two. And we do 4 times 3. 4 times 3 is also 12. Because these are equal, this forms a proportion. These are equivalent ratios. Now, you may have looked at this and said, well, the greatest common factor here would be 2, because 2 times 2 is 4, 3 times 2 is 6. And that's okay. So if you want to do it that way and tell me what the greatest common factor is, great. But I will need you to know this, because we will solve proportions next. And they may not always be perfectly equal, where you can easily see a greatest common factor. So just kind of start getting comfortable with this. Ask questions if you have them. So your answer would on this be, if I said, is this a proportion? Yeah, it is. That's it. Let's do a couple examples again. Okay. Let's say I have this one. Let's say I have 5/8 and 12/16. So here's one. There is not a greatest common factor that you can easily say, right? Because we don't, 5 times what is 12? I don't know, it's a decimal. 8 times what is 16? Uh-oh, we know what that is, and it's not equal to this. So we can test it, because I'm thinking this probably isn't equivalent, and that's okay. So let's test it by doing some cross products. Here we're gonna do 5 times 16, numerator times denominator. 5 times 16. 5 times 16, if you put in your calculator, you'll find is 80. Next, we're going to do this part. 8 times 12. 8 times 12, if we do that, throw it in your calculator, we should get 96. That ain't equal, right? Is 80 equal to 96? So if I said, is this a proportion? No. Nope. That's all. It's really hot in here today, guys. This is the 4th time my air conditioner has went out this month. Silly, right? All right, last example, and then I'll let you be. I know I'm really talkative and silly tonight. I'll wrap it up for you. Let's say if this forms a proportion, I have 6/7 and 18/21. Okay? Cross multiply or find a cross product. It's the same thing. So 6 times 21. 6 times 21, we plug that in our calculator, we should get 126. We do the other one, we'd have 7 times 18. If we do 7 times 18, we will also get 126. So is this one here a proportion? Why, yes. Yes, it is. All right. This is all you're going to be doing today, is telling me if it is or isn't a proportion. Let me know when you get done if you thought this was easy, hard, need more practice, and I'll gauge kind of what we do tomorrow based on what you think about this, okay? All right, have a good one.